Goal setting is one of those crucial skills that everyone should know how to do, but not everyone knows how to do. If you're an athlete and you've never taken the time to sit down with your goals, write them out, and make a schedule around them, you need to listen up. Hi friends, welcome to the Virago Project. My name is Taylor and this channel is dedicated to helping female athletes balance sport with life. Thanks for being here. So maybe 14 hours ago, I asked myself, what advice would I give to a younger version of me? And I uploaded my response to the Virago Project's Instagram page. What I told my younger self is, goals aren't reached overnight. Rather than focusing on how far you have to go, give 100% of yourself to today, and the rest will follow. Hindsight truly is 2020 because I can go back through my old notes from college in my phone and see a laundry list of goals that I tried to complete very quickly. I wanted to be the fastest. I want to beat the highest jumper. I want to be the best competitor. I want to be the most fit. I want to have the strongest mental game. I want to be a leader. I want to improve my grades. I want to find an internship. Eventually, I want to play professional volleyball. I want to play on the USA Collegiate National Team. I want to be an All-American. I want to win a conference championship. I want to win a national championship.
The list goes on and on and on.
The biggest issue I had in college before I started seeing results was having these very lofty goals, but not having a plan to reach them, not having a structured plan to execute all of the little tasks I needed to do in order to get to where I wanted to be. I think that all athletes feel these kinds of pressures, and it's okay to have really high goals set for yourself. And honestly, a little bit of stress and ambition can actually be healthy and a very good thing. So today I want to show you how I took these big picture lofty goals, broke them down into smaller process-oriented goals, created a schedule around them, and then committed to that process. Quick background. So I implemented this strategy the summer between my sophomore and junior years at UNC Chapel Hill, and I'm telling you, I went from having no hope of playing whatsoever and having like mediocre grades and just kind of existing within my volleyball program to being a go-to player in an Elite Eight showdown against the national runner-up, being a permanent starter on the team, becoming a leader, and bringing my grades up and improving my personal life altogether. Having goals, making a plan, and sticking to those actually works. So quick disclaimer, if you're not ready to commit or if you're not serious about this process of setting goals and reaching them, then maybe this isn't the right time for you to watch this video. But if you are in the headspace where you're ready to dedicate yourself to something that you've been looking forward to achieving for a while now, then stick around. This is for you. And of course, as always, if you find any value whatsoever from this video and you want to see more and learn more about the Virago Project and what we're doing, you can head over to our Instagram page and make sure that you click that subscribe box down low. Before we get started, just take a moment, pause your screen, grab a piece of paper, grab a pencil. I want you to be able to follow along with everything that I'm doing. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go hit a run, but I will be right back. See you soon. Okay, so welcome back. I hope that you grabbed a piece of paper and a pencil. If not, and you want to do everything sort of hands-free and online, you can head over to the Virago Project's website, and I actually uploaded a blog post on this exact same goal setting workshop, and I provided a link with PDF printouts for everything from your big picture goals to scheduling your little process goals into your everyday life. So go over there if you don't have a piece of paper or if you kind of just want the structure of how you should plan everything set out for you in advance. So step number one is to think about the big picture. This is the larger vision that you have for yourself and your life, and you can cast this vision out as far as 3 years. Some people even go as far as 10 years. I'm going to share an example of what my big visions were for myself while I was a student athlete in college. So I knew that I wanted to play professional volleyball. I knew that I wanted to be an All-American. I knew that I someday wanted to own my own business, and I knew that I wanted to work in sport. So just take this time to write down some larger, really big picture goals for yourself. It can be as clear or as ambiguous as you need. You can have one thing, you can have 4 things like me. Just write down what you would like to see for yourself. Okay, so you've written your vision down, and that is amazing because now you have direction. Now you know what big goals you need to accomplish and prioritize in order to reach that space that you want to be in the future. So for me, I like to break down my goals based on what I visualized for myself into 3 different categories: life, sport, career, and academic categories. So I have an example of how I broke down some of these goals, and I'm just going to read some of them off. So underneath the life category, which I think, by the way, everyone should have because we need to develop as people: foster friendship, get at least 8 hours of sleep a night, practice patience with my family, big one, and commit to the process and follow through with my plans. Those were my life goals. For sport, I had goals like to play volleyball every day, to complete every single rep of every workout that I do, and to do it with a good attitude, to do some explosiveness and sprint training to help me with my jump, to improve flexibility and mobility, to speed up recovery and prevent injuries. Those were sort of my sport mini goals that I knew I could implement and that would eventually help me get to that All-American spot or become a professional volleyball player. Also, I just want to say, whatever goals you make that kind of trickle down from your larger vision, you need to make sure that they are realistic and sustainable, because if they're not, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Okay, so now that you have your big picture goals, you already know your vision, it's time to create an action plan that will help you execute those big picture goals on a day in and day out basis. So I did this over here. I basically just wrote down what my goal was, and then underneath it, I made a marker for an action plan, and underneath that, I put 3 bullets of tangible ways that I can carry out the task or the goal that I wanted to carry out. For an example, for the career and academic side of things, if I want to get a B- or better in Biology 101, my action plan is to dedicate 2 hours per day of studying and reading course material and visiting online office hours once per week. Okay, so you've got your vision, you've got your big picture goals, you've got your action plan. Step 4 is to put it in a schedule. And this is crucial. Crucial. You need a visible schedule to refer to on a daily basis to hold you accountable for the tasks that you just wrote down. So when I was in college, I used a standard planner, kind of like this one that I have here, and I could just open it up at any point of the day, see my monthly outlook, see my daily lookout, see my weekly outlook, and that really helped because when you see that you have to do something, it's less likely to get away from you. Okay, so on the Virago Project's website, I put up an example of my weekly calendar schedule with all of my goals and tasks put into that calendar. And if you want this exact same calendar, you can just go onto our website and download the PDF for free. I know that as athletes, we really pride ourselves on giving our 100% to everything. And sometimes when we encounter setbacks, it feels like we're complete failures. I just want to remind you to be flexible in this process. Things are going to come up. You're not going to be able to complete every single task that you set out to do just because life happens. But that doesn't mean that you're not giving 100% to being better, and it doesn't mean that you're a failure. Reaching your goals doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, and it can be a very, very long ride until you see anything come to fruition. But sticking it out and having grit through the process really transforms you and helps you grow as a person. The other thing to know, and I know this is going to be a little bit controversial, I'm not your mom who's telling you that you can achieve everything you set your mind out to, because that's just not realistic. I have set goals in the past that I have not reached, and it was devastating during the time. But I'm so happy that I spent the time I spent trying to achieve those goals and putting in the work on a day in and day out basis, because it made me a better person. So just know that some of the goals that you set for yourself yourself, you're not going to reach them. That doesn't mean that you're a failure. If anything, it means that you had the heart and the courage to aspire for something that meant something to you. So the best advice I can give to you moving forward is to, 1, stay the course, 2, be flexible, know that you're going to encounter setbacks and know that it's okay, and 3, like I told my younger self, just give 100% of yourself to today. Don't worry about yesterday, don't worry about tomorrow, just give 100% today and the rest will follow. Never forget that the process is immeasurably more important than the result. If you found this video helpful, please let me know. Leave a comment below. Until then, peace out.